is 1861, and the United States is being divided and is on the brink of self-destruction and a civil war. President Abraham Lincoln offered a young officer in the Army of Engineers an opportunity to lead the Union command, but was denied. That same young man would go on to be one of the best battlefield tacticians and most revered generals for the Confederate Army of Northern Virginia. That young officer is none other than General Robert E. Lee. Today I would further like to discuss his early life, military career, and his final years after the war. Robert Edward Lee was born on the Stratford Hall Plantation in Virginia on January 19, 1807, to Anne and Henry Lee. Lee's father was a well-known colonel in the American Revolutionary War known as Henry Light Horse Harry Lee. Little information is known about Lee's early childhood, just that at the age of 18, Lee was given an opportunity and an appointment to West Point Military Academy. Lee had to wait over a year due to the large number of cadets trying to join the academy. Lee would graduate with honors from West Point, being only one of 2 cadets with no demerits and perfect scores on artillery, infantry, and cavalry. After graduation and many years serving in the Army, Lee would marry a childhood friend named Mary Cudis and have 7 children, 3 girls and 4 boys. Lee's military career would get its start serving under General Winfield Scott during the Mexican-American War. Lee would prove himself to be a valuable commander on the battlefield and was praised by Scott. After Lee's outstanding performance at the Harper's Ferry Revolt, Lee would be offered commanding officer of the Union Army by President Abraham Lincoln. Lee instead denied the offer, resigning from the Army and headed back to Virginia to be with his family and in his home state. When Virginia seceded from the Union, Lee agreed to be the commanding officer for the Army of Northern Virginia under the Confederacy. Lee would have great success at first, winning crucial battles for the Confederacy, but would eventually have crushing defeats as well. Lee surrendered to General Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse in Appomattox, Virginia in 1865. After the war was over, Lee wanted to own his own farm, but never got the chance. He and his family returned to Richmond, Virginia, to live where he took a job as the president of Washington College, now known as Washington Lee University, in Lexington, Virginia. Lee suffered a stroke in September of 1870 and would die 2 weeks later from pneumonia. In conclusion, today we have looked back on the life and times of General Robert E. Lee, from his humble upbringings to his decorated military career till his death in 1870. I hope you enjoy this and have a great day.